Kemi found out her whole future had been sold for 3.2 million Nigerian nairas on a random Tuesday. Not by ritualists. Not by Yahoo boys. By the man she was planning to marry. That morning started like any other Lagos day, noisy, impatient, and half crazy. Generators were humming in the next compound in Ajij, the muezzin's call from the nearby mosque mixed with one loud gospel track blasting from a neighbor's speaker. A Danfo driver somewhere had already started shouting, "Ashadi. Ashadi. Enter with your chain, Joe." Kemi sat on the edge of the thin mattress she shared with her younger sister, Saad, staring at the notification on her phone. Alert. Incoming credit 3,200,000 Nigerian nairas. Her heart did a small somersault. "Jesus," she whispered. "Not like this Destiny Day change." Saad rolled over, sleepy. "Kemi, I beg reduce your excitement. Mosquito no greeny sleep finish." Kemi threw a pillow at her. "Stand up, Jor. Our life don't move." Because this wasn't just any money. It was their money. 2 years of waking up at 4:30 a.m. to beat Ajij traffic, taking Danfo to Ashadi and then a Kiki to her customer care job in Yaba. Evenings of braiding hair in the compound for small 1,000 Nigerian nairas per head. Weekends spent selling wigs online, trekking half of Surulere to deliver personally when dispatch riders were messing up. No clubs. No ashibi. No random buying of just because things. Just one dream, escape survival mode. And this 3.2 million Nigerian nairas was the full savings from her and her boyfriend Femi, plus the small loan they took from his cousin, ready to finally be invested. Femi, the Yaba tech bro with a soft beard, big dreams and always one new idea every week. "Once this thing clicks," he told her, one night on 3rd Mainland Bridge as they sat in a friend's car, watching the water. "I go marry you sharp. We go move your mummy out of that kind place. Na you I day do this life for, Kemi." The bridge wind had been cold that night, whipping her bright scarf around her face. Lagos lights had shimmered on the water, like the city itself was listening. She believed him. Because Femi was her good thing. Or so she thought. On the way to work, pressed between one woman selling puff-puff and a man that smelt like he hadn't met water properly in days, Kemi opened WhatsApp. Femi had left one long voice note from 2:14 a.m. "Baby, sleep no catch me since. I just stay think. This thing we want do, this crypto arbitrage and gift card flipping, the window no go open forever. My guy way day Canada talk say platform go close soon. We need move quick. I don send account. Once money land for your side, forward enter that wallet I send give you. You be the only person way I trust. Once we cash out, we fit see house for Surulere or even Lekki Phase 2. Imagine you, Mrs. Femi Adeoye, living for Island." She smiled in spite of herself, even as Danfo tires grazed the Kiki she sat inside. Mrs. Femi Adeoye. Sweet. Her mum had warned her. "That your tech boy," Mama had said one Sunday evening, sifting rice on an old tray. Get sugar for mouth. Make sure say na work him day do, no be wash." "Mummy, he works in a startup," Kemi had laughed. "Not everyone is Yahoo. He even showed me office for Yaba one time." Mama had squinted. Make Lagos no borrow your eyes see love were scam day." Kemi had rolled her eyes. Now in traffic at Ojulegba, stuck under the bridge with traders tapping the side of the bus. "Madam by Gala, pure water biscuit," she copied the wallet address Femi sent. Checked it again. And again. Her heart beat fast. 3.2 million Nigerian nairas. She thought of Mama's cracked hands. Sada's unfinished school fees. Her own hidden dream, one day opening a small beauty lounge in Surulere. Not too big, just neat, AC that worked, and no landlord that shouted anyhow. She hesitated for 2 seconds, thumb hovering over proceed. A thought grazed her mind like whisper. Wait. Then the conductor shouted, "Wole Pelu change o. Make nobody use 1,000 Nigerian nairas wound me this morning." And someone pushed into her shoulder. Her phone almost flew from her hand. Annoyed, she clicked proceed and sent. Just like that. Her future, taking 3rd Mainland's long curve into the unknown. That night, the first sign came. Kemi dreamed of water. She was standing on the edge of 3rd Mainland Bridge, same place she had once stood with Femi. The water below was darker, thicker, like it was swallowing light. From inside the water, she saw plenty hands waving, some calling for help, some beckoning. She heard a woman's old voice behind her. No cross this side, Pekin. Not every shortcut day lead you reach front. Some day lead you reach grave. When Kemi turned, there was nobody there. Only the noise of Lagos, horns, shouts, generator, laughter, cry, all mixing into one. She woke up sweating. 4:07 a.m. Nipa was out. The room was hot. Not just normal bad dream, she told herself, wiping her face with her wrapper. But her chest didn't agree. 2 days later, sitting at her desk in Yaba, surrounded by the low hum of computers, co-workers gossiping in the background about one tech bro that just bought Benz after seed funding, Kemi decided it was time. She typed, "Baby, how far that trade now?" Blue ticks. No reply. She tried again later. "Hope everything day smooth?" Nothing. Her stomach tightened. But she told herself, relax, trades take time. After work, she took a danfo to Femi's office in Yaba, a small co-working space opposite one popular shawarma joint. The receptionist frowned. "Femi? He no day come here again, oh. He no renew seat this month." Kemi blinked. "Sorry? But he told me." The woman shrugged like Lagos shrug, the kind that says nah your business, not mine. Outside, in the noise and heat of evening traffic, Kemi dialed his number. Switched off. She smiled, the shaky kind. Maybe battery die. She sent a quick WhatsApp. 1 tick. By the time she reached Ojulegba, it was still 1 tick. By the time she reached Ajij, it was still 1 tick. Her chest started to drum. That night, Saad watched her pacing the room. "Maybe network," Saad said, chewing groundnut. Kemi snapped. "MTN no day off WhatsApp ticks, a beg." She opened her banking app, just to console herself with the thought of what would come. Then she saw it. Pending transaction. Unable to retrieve status. Her hand trembled. She refreshed. Same message. She called customer care. They spoke grammar. "Madam, we're currently experiencing some delays in third-party confirmations. Kindly check back in 24 hours. Her heart was now in her throat. The next day, the transaction had disappeared from pending. And the 3.2 million Nigerian nairas was not in her account. And not in any transaction history. Just gone. Kemi stood in the middle of her small room, phone in her hand, Nipa just taking light again as if to punctuate the moment. Her knees went weak. "Mummy," she called, voice breaking. Mama rushed from the sitting room, wrapper tied high. "What happened?" Kemi showed her the screen with shaky hands. Mama squinted, then looked up slowly, something old and tired passing through her eyes. "I warned you," she whispered. "I tell you say make you open your eye. Lagos no be where you close eye because of love." Tears blurred Kemi's vision. "Mummy, he can't do this to me. To us. Maybe it's a mistake. Maybe." Her phone buzzed. Her heart leaped. Unknown number. She picked. "Hello." A calm male voice. "Is this Miss Kemi Ajayi?" "Yes." "This is from the bank's fraud unit. Are you aware of a transfer of 3.2 million Nigerian nairas to a flagged crypto wallet 2 days ago?" Everything inside her went cold. "Yes," she said, voice small. The man sighed. "Ma, I'll advise you to visit our headquarters in Marina tomorrow. We might need you to come in for questioning. The account you sent money to is linked to an ongoing fraud investigation." Her hand shook so much the phone almost dropped. Behind her, Mama was watching, eyes sharp. What did they say? Kemi ended the call and sat slowly on the bed. "Mummy," she whispered, as the weight of Lagos fell fully on her shoulders. "They said, the money I sent, is connected to fraud." Mama sank onto the plastic chair like someone had cut her strings. In the silence that followed, only one sound remained, the distant honk of a trailer on a Jej motor road, and the low murmur of Lagos, watching another story begin. Marina head office was colder than Kemi expected. Not just the AC, the atmosphere. The marble floor, the security men with straight faces, the front desk lady whose smile did not reach her eyes. Kemi clutched her cheap handbag like it contained her whole life. In a way, it did. Please, they said I should come for fraud unit, she told the receptionist. Name. Ajayi Kemi. The woman tapped on her system. You'll wait. They'll call you. Kemi sat on a chair that looked more expensive than everything in her room combined. Her phone was in her hand, as always. Last seen, Femi, online 3 days ago. His WhatsApp DP was still the same, him in a black t-shirt, laughing, sunlight on his face. The same face that used to look at her in Ashadi traffic and say, one day we go day drive our own car, AC on full, blasting music, no day squeeze with anybody. Now he had disappeared with her future. Had he? Her brain still refused to fully accept it. Maybe he was in some police cell. Maybe armed robbers collected his phone. Maybe he had accident. Maybe. Miss Ajayi? She looked up. A man in a navy suit, mid-30s, serious glasses, was standing by the doorway to a corridor. Yes, sir, she said, standing quickly. He led her into a small office. 2 chairs, 1 table, 1 desktop, 1 bottle of water. Sit, he said. She sat, legs weak. My name is Mr. Shola, he said. I head part of the internal fraud team. This will be more of a conversation than interrogation, but we need honesty from you. We're not here to disgrace you. Just tell me the truth. Kemi nodded, fingers clenched around the handle of her bag. Did you willingly send 3.2 million Nigerian nairas to this wallet details? He turned the screen, showing her a string of letters and numbers that meant nothing, yet were everything. Yes, she whispered. My boyfriend told me it was for crypto trading. Arbitrage. He raised an eyebrow. Has he done this successfully before? Small ones, she said quickly. Nigerian naira 50k, 100,000 Nigerian nairas. He showed me alerts. Profits. She swallowed. He worked in tech. In Yaba. Miss Ajayi, Shola said gently, do you know him fully? Surname, family, real workplace, not just what he tells you. She opened her mouth, then closed it. Femi had always been vague. Startup, remote work, my guy's company, one project like that. She knew his estate in Suralere. She knew his friends at the bar. She knew how he liked his fried plantain. But his full story? Lagos has a way of making you feel like vibes is enough. Tears pricked her eyes. I thought I did. Shola sighed. The wallet you sent to is linked to a ring that's been moving money through multiple accounts, he said. Your account is now frozen as we investigate. You may not have access to any funds for a while. Kemi felt like someone slapped her. Frozen? But sir, my salary, my savings, everything. I understand, he said, not unkindly. But we must follow process. This is not just about you. This is about many people's money. Her voice cracked. So what should I do? He looked at her properly then, like he was weighing her soul. First, he said, you help us. Tell us everything about this boyfriend. Name, number, address, social media. Everything. If you truly didn't know, cooperation will help clear you. Kemi's pride wanted to say, I will not sell him out. Her reality said, he has already sold you out, idiot. She took a deep breath. Okay, she said, and started talking. The next hits came fast, like Lagos rain. First, HR in her Yaba office called her in. Kemi, we've received a letter from your bank, her manager said, fake empathy painted on her face. Your account is being investigated for fraud. You know our policy, we can't have that kind of thing attached to our brand. So we're letting you go. Letting me go? Kemi repeated, stunned. But I didn't, I'm the victim here. I understand, the woman said, already avoiding her eyes. But reputation is everything. You can reapply when everything clears up. Kemi walked out with a small carton of her things. 1 water bottle, 1 framed photo of her, Saad and Mama, 1 small plastic plant she bought from a roadside seller in Ikeja. She stood outside the office, surrounded by Yaba bustle, tech bros in hoodies, hawkers selling plantain chips, Kiki drivers shouting, Jibawu, Jibawu. Somewhere, someone laughed. Lagos didn't care that her life was falling apart. At home, Mama was quieter than normal. You go see, Mama kept saying, more to herself than Kemi. God no day sleep. The person way do this to you, no go end well. Kemi wanted to believe her. But every time she opened her eyes, all she saw was that disappearing transaction and Femi's last seen. Online 3 days ago. Online 4 days ago. Then, nothing. No more last seen. No DP. Number switched off. It was like he vanished into the holes of Lagos. One evening, when the heat refused to let the room rest, Kemi stepped out. Ajij at night was a different beast. Smoky suya stands, boys playing loud music on the corner, one church doing night vigil with speakers, Holy Ghost fire, echoing around. She walked aimlessly until she reached the main road, watching Danfo's still fighting for last-minute passengers. Ashadi. Na last one remain. A taxi driver in an old Corolla slowed beside her. Fine girl, you day go where? I fit carry you. I'm just walking, sir, she said. He looked at her properly. Maybe he saw the tears she had been holding back. Sometimes na walking day help, he said. But sometimes if you no change route, life go just day beat you the same way. She almost laughed. Lagos will always give you unsolicited motivational speaker. He smiled. My name na Shola, he said. But people day call me Uncle Show. If you need person to hear your gist, sometimes stranger ear day better. She blinked. Wait. Shola? As in bank fraud unit. He frowned. Bank coup? I be taxi driver. I no fit even open proper domiciliary account yet. She shook her head. Coincidence. He nodded at a nearby buka. Come chop. You look like person way no day eat well. Kemi's instinct screamed, don't follow strangers. But something in his tone felt fatherly. Like those uncles that tell you truth without sugarcoating. She sat on the bench at the buka, the smell of stew, fried fish, and hot oil wrapping her nose. They ordered rice and beans. So, Uncle Show said, after a moment, who break your heart? Man or Lagos? She laughed despite herself, a small rough sound. Both. Talk. So she talked. About Femi. About the money. About losing job. About being questioned like suspect when she herself was the one that was scammed. He listened, head tilted, chewing slowly. When she finished, he sighed. My sister, he said, Lagos na city way day swallow people. But he day vomit dem too. The problem be say you no fit no when you go be the swallow or the vomit. That one no even makes sense, she muttered. He smiled. Fit makes sense later. But hear this one. Never let person use love cover your eye when money enter matter. Even married couples day sign agreement. You see man with fine dream, you carry all your own give am. That one na lesson be that. Tears pricked her eyes again. But what can I do now? My account is frozen. Job gone. Who will employ somebody with fraud investigation mark on their name? He tapped the table thoughtfully. You say bank people day ask you question? You day answer. Yes, she said. I gave them everything. Chat screenshots, account details, his pictures. Good, he said. Continue. If you really clean, truth go show. And next time, no put your whole future inside one person pocket. Not man, not job, not Lagos. You go die before your time if you do that. He looked at her sharply. And stop pitying him. Person way use you run fraud no be victim. Even if na your first love. Kemi bit her lip. Something shifted inside her. Maybe anger. Maybe clarity. Maybe both. Days stretched into weeks. Bank calls. FCC people asking questions. Shola from fraud unit, the real one, sometimes calling to confirm details. Do you know this number? Have you seen this person before? One day, they showed her CCTV footage of a bank in Ikeja where someone had withdrawn cash from an ATM with a card connected to the ring. Kemi leaned forward, heart thudding. The man in the video had a hoodie up, cap low. But beside him, turning slightly, laughing at something, holding a phone. Tonia. Kemi whispered. Her best friend from secondary school. The same Tonia she'd reconnected with on Instagram 2 years ago. The one who worked nights as a bar hostess in Surulere, serving drinks to big men, sending Kemi voice notes of gist. The one who had introduced her to Femi at a small birthday hangout in Yaba, laughing, "Ah, this one na tech bro way no day do anyhow. Kemi, see husband material." In the video, Tonia's face was clear. Same red wig. Same tattoo on her wrist. Kemi's stomach twisted. "Wait," she said slowly. "Sir, can you zoom in?" They did. There was no mistaking it. "Do you know her?" Shola asked, eyes sharp. Kemi swallowed. Her mind raced through memories. Tonia's forced laugh when Kemi mentioned the 3.2 million Nigerian nairas investment. Her suddenly shorter replies when Kemi complained about Femi's silence. The time she brushed off Kemi's worries with, "Relax Jor, men like that day busy. Money moves no day allow man rest." Kemi felt like she'd swallowed stone. "That's my friend," she said, voice shaking. "She introduced me to Femi." Shola sat back. "Interesting," he murmured. "Miss Ajayi, I think this is bigger than just boyfriend matter." Kemi's world tilted. Her friend. Her man. Her money. All tangled. Like Lagos traffic at Ojulegba, each danfo blocking the other, nobody moving. She stumbled out of the building later, sun burning her face. On the sidewalk, hawkers moved past with cold pure water, and one man selling belts. Her phone buzzed. Unknown number. She froze, then picked. Kemi, a familiar female voice breathed. "Tonia." Kemi's heart slammed. Silence for a beat. Then, "We need to talk. Tonight. Somewhere quiet. Before you do something you can't undo." The line cut. Kemi stood still, the roar of Lagos around her suddenly sounding far away. Somewhere quiet? In this city that never shuts up? Tonight? Her chest tightened as she realized something. This was no longer just about love or even money. It was about survival. And Lagos had now officially moved her story into thriller mode. They chose a place that shouldn't host dangerous conversations, a small, noisy suya joint in Surulere, close to Shita roundabout. "Kai Seameat," a boy passing by shouted, the air thick with smoke and pepper. Afrobeats thumped from a nearby bar, Bola Tinubu's voice from one radio mixed with a football match commentary from another. Kemi sat on the wooden bench, her legs shaking despite the heat. She wore a plain t-shirt and jeans, a cap pulled low. She had told Mama she was visiting a former colleague. Mama had looked at her too long, like mothers do when they know you're lying but also know they can't stop you. 15 minutes later, Tonia walked up. Red wig. Tight dress. Expensive perfume fighting with suya smoke. She looked like softness and danger wrapped together. "Kemi," she said, forcing a smile as she sat. "You no change at all. Just add small stress." Kemi stared. "You day with them?" Tonia's smile dropped. Her eyes darted around. "I beg lower your voice." "Why?" Kemi leaned forward, anger warming her blood. "So your fellow thieves no go here?" Tonia flinched. For a moment, Kemi saw it, a crack in her friend's mask. "Okay," Tonia said quietly. "I deserve that one. But you deserve the truth." "I deserve my money," Kemi shot back. "I deserve my job. I deserve my name no today inside fraud investigation. Not truth way you suppose tell me since." A waiter came to ask if they wanted anything. "Two Coke," Tonia murmured, eyes still on Kemi. The waiter left. Tonia took a deep breath. "You think say I know no pain," she said, voice lower now. "You think say I know no wetin Lagos fit do? I don see girls use body pay rent. I don see big men use people like tissue. I tell myself, I no go be victim again. I go day on the other side." She laughed bitterly. "Femi? I know am before you. The whole crypto, gift card, arbitrage thing? Nami introduce am to the ring. I bring you in because..." "Because what?" Kemi cut in. "Because I be moo-moo?" "Because you trust me," Tonia said quietly. "Because you be good girl. Because your account clean. No red flag. Police no go suspect you." The words hit Kemi like slap. She swallowed. "So you used me?" "Yes," Tonia said, not looking away. "I used you. I'm not going to lie. but we plan to cut you in. You think say that small profit way Femi day show you na real gain? That one na test. The big run, this 3.2 million Nigerian nairas, na once and for all exit. We go all cash out and disappear from this country. You me Femi. Kemi's head spun. Disappear where? Ghana. Then maybe UK. Na plan B that. Kemi laughed, a sharp, disbelieving sound. So una plan my life without me. You no even think say I get mama, sister, responsibility? You just see me as clean account? Tonia's eyes glistened. Kemi, I swear, no start like that. I wanted you to win. You've always been the serious one. The one way no day go party, way day carry law for head in school. I tire to see you day manage inside that your hot room. I thought, one big move, and all of us go free. Kemi's voice shook. So why I no free now? Why not only my name day with police? Where Femi? Why him off everything? Tonia looked down at her manicured nails. Because Femi na coward, she said finally. The day money land, he change plan. He say he no one carry woman and her family problem go abroad. Him and the ring boss move the bulk. They leave small change for me. She laughed dryly, tears in her eyes now. So you see? I be thief, yes. But I still collect breakfast join. Kemi stared, mind racing. So why you call me? She asked. Why now? Tonia met her gaze, something like desperation there. Because YFCC Don Day find my side, she said. Because they show me your picture at one place yesterday. Because I fit see say you be the scapegoat they want to use. She leaned in. You think say na love matter? This thing don past that level. There is one guy, they call him pastor. Na him day run the main ring. Human being way no day fear anything. If you keep cooperating with bank and EFCC, dem go trace reach him. If dem trace reach him, go trace reach me. I no one die. I no one go kirikiri. A Danfo horn blared loudly nearby. Kemi's chest tightened. So what do you want from me? She whispered. Tonia inhaled shakily. Delay them, she said. Confuse them small. Say you no really remember his details. Say phone crash. Say you no sure about my own involvement. Buy me time to escape. I fit even send you small money later, once I settle. Kemi stared at her. The girl she had eaten gala with in SS2. The girl who had once borrowed her skirt for inter-house sports. The girl who had now sat comfortably in a fraud ring and was still asking her to lie. You know the funniest thing? Kemi said softly. You think say this your story go touch me. You think say because Lagos hard I go say, true make we survive by any means. Tonia's eyes flashed. Na survival be this, Kemi. You think your so-called clean job sure? See as one letter throw you outside. At least this one, na your hand day control am. Na street wisdom be this. Kemi shook her head slowly. Street wisdom no be the same thing as street wickedness. They held each other's gaze for a beat. Somewhere, people were laughing over football. Somewhere else, someone was crying over another kind of heartbreak. Lagos contained all of it in one breath. Kemi stood up. I no go cover you, she said quietly. And I no go cover Femi. If na prison go clear my name, I go face am. But I no go help you swallow other people's destiny because you day fear to face your own consequence. Tonia's chair scraped the floor as she stood too, panic flaring in her eyes. Kemi, you no understand. These people no day play. You talk too much, you fit no live see next year. Na Lagos we day no be heaven. A beg. She grabbed Kemi's arm, nails digging in. For a moment, fear clutched Kemi's throat. What if Tonia was right? What if talking meant trouble bigger than unpaid rent and whispering neighbors? Then she remembered Uncle Show's words at the buka that day. No put your whole future inside one person pocket. Not man, not job, not Lagos. She removed Tonia's hand. Na you no understand, Kemi said quietly. For every shortcut way una use run, another person day pay the price. Somebody day cry right now because una wiped their account. You think say that one no be blood too? Na Lagos we day yes. But even Lagos still day fear God small. She walked away before her legs betrayed her. Behind her, Tonia's voice rose, half pleading, half cursing. Kemi, if anything happen, no say I no warn you oh. This you're holier than thou no go protect you from bullet. Kemi didn't look back. What followed was not easy. No fast miracle. No overnight turnaround. Just process. Bitter, slow process. She met again with Shola from Fraud Unit. This time when they asked, "Do you recognize this woman in the video?" she did not hesitate. "Yes," she said. "Her name is Tonia. This is how I know her. This is what she told me." She handed over screenshots, voice notes. FCC took statements. Sometimes, fear squeezed her throat at night. In dreams, she saw Pastor, a faceless man with plenty hands, stretching into people's bank accounts. But every morning, she woke up, prayed small, and moved. Her account remained frozen, so she swallowed pride and started braiding hair full-time in the compound, then in neighboring streets. Her palms hurt. Her back ached. Still, she saved small. Uncle Sho, the taxi driver, not the fraud officer, would pass by some evenings, buying Accra for her and Mama. "Na so life be," he would say, chomping. "When Lagos drag you inside gutter, e-day test whether you go sleep there or you go crawl come out." Kemi would smile weakly. "Which time Lagos go tired to use me do test?" He nodded. "When you start to write the test yourself." She didn't fully understand then. But she would. 3 months later, the first shift came. She was braiding one little girl's hair under mango tree when her phone rang. Unknown number. Her chest tightened. "Hello? Miss Ajayi?" A familiar voice. "This is Mr. Shola from the bank." Her stomach knotted. "Yes, sir." "I have news," he said. "First, our internal investigation, alongside FCC's, shows you were used as a conduit without prior criminal intent. Your name will be cleared from the main record. It may take bit of time administratively, but you will not be charged." Kemi's hand flew to her mouth. Tears sprang to her eyes. "Thank you, sir. God bless you, sir." "Don't thank me," he said. "Thank yourself for cooperating." He paused. "Secondly, the information you gave about your friend, Tonia, and the man called Pastor, helped us crack a major part of the ring. Tonia has been picked up. 2 key members too. Femi, we are still trying to trace. But his passport has been flagged." Tonia. Kemi's chest squeezed with complicated feelings. Hurt, anger, pity. "Miss Ajayi," Shola continued, "in all this, we saw you had an eye for patterns. The way you remembered transactions, linked faces, dates. Some of my team members were impressed. I know you lost your job because of this mess. Our bank is launching a new digital unit in Lekki soon, focused on fraud prevention and customer protection. If you're interested, I can recommend you for a trainee role. The pay won't be huge at first, but there's room to grow." For a moment, Kemi couldn't speak. Lekki. Digital unit. Room to grow. The old dream of her own small beauty space shifted, making space for something new, helping other people avoid what almost killed her. "Sir, I don't even have degree like that," she stammered. "Just OND. Degrees we can train," he said. "But integrity and sharp eyes? Harder to find in this Lagos." That day when she told Mama, the old woman danced small in their tiny sitting room, wrapper shaking. "You see," Mama said, eyes shining. "I tell you say God no day sleep. Person way stand for truth fit bend, but he no go break finish." Sod from the corner muttered, "Sha remember me when AC start to blow for Lekki O." They all burst into laughter, the kind that carried relief. Fast forward 1 year. Third mainland bridge again. But different. This time, Kemi was in the back seat of a Bolt, wearing an office shirt, ID card hanging from her neck. The sun was setting, painting the water gold. Lekki Phase 1 waited up ahead, with its annoyingly expensive shawarma and traffic that smelled like dreams and tension. She had moved Mama and Saad from Ajij to a quieter part of Suralere, not island yet, but better. Her job in the digital fraud unit was not glamorous, but it was solid. She had learned terms like AML, KYC, risk profiling. She had helped stop people from losing house rents to fake investment apps. Sometimes, when she flagged a suspicious transaction linked to crypto, she would think of Femi and Tonia and that first 3.2 million Nigerian nairas that disappeared like smoke. She had heard Tonia got 5 years plea deal after cooperating. She had not visited. Some pains you leave in God's hands to handle. As for Femi, rumors flew. Someone saw him in Cotonou. Someone else said he'd been shot in a deal gone wrong. Lagos always had rumors. Kemi had stopped chasing them. She was chasing her own life now. "Madam, see fish people oh," the boat driver remarked, nodding towards the fishermen on canoes far below. Kemi smiled faintly. Her phone buzzed. A message from Uncle Show. "Remember say na the same Lagos Bridgeway nearly swallow you na im day use go office now. No fear this city. Just no sleep on top its promises." She chuckled and typed back, "Yes sir. I hear Lagos now." The car rolled on, the city's lights beginning to ping on one by one. That night, at home, she sat with her laptop, not for office work this time, but for herself. She was drafting a proposal. Lagos Hustle, Clean Money, a community workshop series for young women in places like Ajij, Oshodi, Ajagunal. Teaching them about digital scams, safe investments, and how not to let love or desperation push them into fraud. Mama watched her from the doorway, a soft smile on her face. "You know day tire?" she asked. "I tire," Kemi said, stretching. "But I remember girls like me. The way I be that time. If person no call me to sense, I for still day think fraud na hustle." Mama nodded slowly. "You know way be the real win? No be say you day lecky now. Na say you see gutter, you no decide to become gutter. You see palace, you no let him turn you to wicked person. You decide to be human being inside all this." Kemi smiled, eyes stinging. Outside, Lagos roared on, sirens, laughter, generators, prayers, arguments, music. Inside, peace sat quietly on their second-hand sofa. She knew life would still hit. There would be other challenges. Rent. Family walla. Maybe new heartbreaks. But she also knew something Lagos had tried to hide from her. That you could pass through betrayal and not become betrayer. That you could taste easy money and still choose clean hustle. That you could fall in this city and still stand up with your name intact. She closed her laptop and looked out of the window at the scattered lights of Surulere. A quiet thought passed through her mind, like a whisper from that old dream woman on Third Mainland. For Lagos, your destiny fit pass through gutter before you reach palace. But now you go decide whether you go build house for gutter or you go keep moving. Kemi smiled. "True," she murmured to herself. Then, almost as if speaking to anyone who would ever hear her story, "The girls, the hustlers, the lovers, the ones one step away from a mistake," she added softly. "In this city, love and betrayal days share the same bus stop, but now your sense go tell you which danfo to enter."